This is, I don't really know what to call it. Not quite a vlog, definitely not a haul, just a chit chat. We'll just say it's a chit chat. So, welcome back to my channel. So far, I hope you're enjoying my content, that of which I've put up already. But I just wanted to have a chit chat with everybody. So, this is new for me. I've always wanted to have a YouTube and to jumpstart my YouTube, and I finally decided to do it. However, a lot of things have gone on in the past year, almost a year. I really got to run it back to 2020. COVID was happening. My former job, of which I retired from, sent us home to work. And my father got sick. He had been battling cancer for over 20 years. And he just got tired. And my sister and I, we took care of him until he closed his eyes. He lived in a home with me. My sister came daily. She was working from home. I was working from home. And we kind of alleviated each other. We kind of tag teamed. So my father lost his battle in September of 2020. And I was very much a daddy's girl. Very much. When he left, my heart was crushed. But my grieving process really started before then, because I watched him slowly leave me. And that was the hardest thing to see. The day he passed away, my mother had a doctor's appointment. My mother had always, had health issues as long as I could remember. But she had a doctor's appointment the day he passed away. My sister and I picked her up. He passed away. And we went to pick her up. We didn't want her to come home alone. She said she had a feeling he was going to go, but that was something that we could not tell her over the phone. So we picked her up from her appointment. And when she got in the car, she informed us that she was diagnosed with cancer. That was September of 2020. So from September of 2020 up through this past September of 2024, I gradually changed my life. I became my mother's caregiver. I left my job. Now, don't get me wrong. I always wanted to retire early. My mother's illness just moved that process up. I could no longer care for her and hold down my job at the same time. I can honestly say, for me, caring for my parents in that state was the hardest thing I ever had to do. It was harder than raising my children. For me, it was. And I can honestly say that caring for my mother was more difficult than caring for my father. And so to run it back a little bit, my father passed away September 17th, 2020. On September 17th, 2024, we laid my mother to rest. I have not been the same person since. I will never be the same person. I'll never stop grieving. My heart was crushed when my father left. And a piece of me died with my mother. I have a lot to be thankful for, but the fact of being an adult here in this world without my parents is hard. It's hard. No matter how long you have them, no matter how old you are, that's a feeling that your heart can't take. I never expected to grieve like this. I never expected I would feel these feelings. I never thought that sometimes I would walk around my home aimlessly, just wondering, what are they doing? Are they okay? Do they miss me? You don't stop wondering. It's hard to talk about grief. A lot of times it's hard to explain what you're feeling, when you're feeling it, how it comes in waves. It's hard. It's really hard. You totally earned it. Plus, you totally deserve a new role. We both do. It's why we also know the real problem here. Newcomers coming in. You mean? So I had to take a break. I took a little nap. So I'm back. I was talking about my grief and how I felt and what I'm going through, and that it's just never going to be the same. I'm never going to be the same person. I do have a lot of joy in my life. As far as either of my parents are concerned, my mother or my father, I don't have any regrets. I wish there were more time. I wish I could have held them a little longer. I wish they weren't in pain, because each one of them, they suffered. I wish I didn't have to see that pain. I wish I didn't have to feel this pain in my heart. But it's there, and I'm dealing with it, and I have to cope with it. But, I have had people say to me, you have to put it behind you. You have to get over it. You have to go day by day. That's what I'm doing. I'm going day by day. I'm taking everything day by day. Some days I feel really good. And then there's other days I don't feel good at all. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to be around anybody. It's been really, really hard. And I try to keep myself open and keep myself available because I have 2 children. I'm a mother. And I want my children to have all those memorable moments with me. But everybody deserves a little grace. And in this time, I need a little grace. I need a little time for me. I need to gather my thoughts. I need to process the fact that my parents are no longer here. No matter how old I am, I feel like an orphan. I feel like an orphan. They're gone. And there's nothing I can do. I can't bring them back. My life has changed. And all I know is that I'm doing my very, very best. But I do need to be available and be present for my children. So moving along, let's talk about the joys in my life. In 2020, I became a grandmother. I mentioned earlier that I am retired. I did retire. It was always my plan to retire early, and I did retire. Although I was thrust into retirement a little bit earlier than I planned, but I am retired. I have a grandson. He will be 5 years old in July. He was born July of 2020. And that's been a great joy. I love him being my grand love, and I love being his yaya. I am not called granny, grandmom, my mom, nana, none of that. G-mom, I'm yaya. So, and we just get joy in each other. He is my little love, and my daughter is the one that blessed me with the grandson. So my daughter's 31 years old, and my son is 34. Their birthday is May 23rd, and they are exactly 3 years apart to the day. So they share a birthday. Everybody always asks me, how did I do that? How did I do that? It just happened. It just happened. When carrying my daughter, everybody would ask my son, what did he want for his birthday? Because his birthday was coming. And he just kept saying that he was getting a sister for his birthday. And that's a wild story in itself, because I thought the whole 9 months of the pregnancy with her that I was having a boy. I had a boy name picked out. I was all set for another boy. I was prepared to be a boy mom. But lo and behold, I had a little girl, and I would always say to my son, he's Eric, and I would say, Eric, are you ready for your baby brother? And he would say, no, mommy, baby sister. And he just kept telling me, no, mommy, baby sister. He kept telling everybody he was getting a sister for his birthday. Well, we should have listened to him, because he got a baby sister for his birthday. So I have Eric and I have Epiphany. Her name is Epiphany. That's what I came up with, because I did have an E name picked out, because I thought I was having a boy. She was to be Elijah, but I knew I wanted another E name, and I was not going to do Eric and Erica. That just was just so corny to me, and I was not going to do Eric and Erica. But her name, how that came about, is also a story. So a few days before I went into labor with her, I was relaxing, taking a nap, and I just happened to be watching Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. There's a scene in Boomerang where he and Halle Berry are walking and a bus passes them. Well, on the bus, there's a billboard on the side of the bus, and it's 2 blue people, and it's for perfume, and the perfume is called Epiphany. So I literally had an epiphany. So I have Eric and Epiphany. They are what's called my birthday twins. So we have twins that do run in our family. I have a set of twin brothers. I have a younger sister who has a set of twins. And then I have the birthday twins. And I did also have an older brother. He has passed on as well. So my grief has really kind of been compounded because I lost my older brother years ago. It's been a lot of years. But I lost him on, my older brother passed away on my birthday. So that was something that I always felt really weird about. But me and him, we had a great relationship. And then there's myself. And then I have my younger brothers, which are twins. And I have my sister. So that's just a bit about me. I'm drinking a poppy soda. And that's just it for my first little all about me. I do have more videos to come. I have a mini haul coming. I have a story time, which is really funny. It's a recent story time, of something that I just realized a couple of days ago, and I'm like, how did I do this? But it deserves to be a story time. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe, like and share the video, and please comment. I do look at my comments. I will engage back. Give me some ideas of what you would like to see. I do plan on vlogging. And when I change my house for the season or whatever. By the way, we're in my kitchen. So it's not a small home, but it's not a large home. I live in my childhood home, the home that I actually grew up in. I inherited the home once my parents passed on. And it's a blessing, but it does feel a little weird to live in your childhood home as you're older. And any of my subscribers, if you want to take guesses at what my age might be, you can leave it in the comments. Let's just say I'm embracing it. I have no problem with it. But again, please subscribe to my channel. And you all enjoy your evening. And I'll see you in a later video. Bye.